What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to the Summer Hikaru Died, this time with episode 6. Another great episode last week, the boys kind of exploring each other a little bit more, and then more so with the Weak Ghost, I think it's called, which was a pretty awesome scenario, pretty tense. And again, kind of a few questions arising from that. Exactly like what the hell was going on, what was being experienced there. We saw some kind of flashbacks and such, and thought it was really, really good. Again, the characterization here has been absolutely fantastic, and last episode was no different. Interesting ending scene as well with the kind of expedition crew, we'll call them, the blonde guy and the cronies kind of going up to the mountain and checking things out, kicking in a shrine, which was quite rude, but they said something had left the mountain. I mean, we know for a fact Hikaru did. I think they might have been referencing the Weak Ghost there, but I'm not 100% certain. But I always do appreciate some of their perspective of things, to be honest. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. Swamp Man. Yeah, pretty bad timing, actually. Well, I don't think that's quite the case here, is it? I feel like Hikaru definitely knows he isn't Hikaru, but he also he kind of does and doesn't at the same time, which I know doesn't make sense. He's got the memories and he is Hikaru, but he also knows that he is an entity as well, so it's slightly different, I think. It's not like he's got no idea he's different than a human being. I guess that is, yeah. I mean, she makes sense there, but again, not exactly the case here. That was true. That was true. Confusing indeed. But yeah, pretty bad timing, honestly, for that to be the work. So these guys have got no idea what's actually happening, of course. That's pretty good to me. Interesting point. I feel like a lot of people, I mean, the actual kind of when you die, but a lot of people say it's when every memory of you from the existence of human fades, the existence of humanity. Like there'll be some people immortalized, like movie stars and such, but for us normal folk, it's when everybody that knew us dies and our memory is the memory of us is lost. Deep, deep, deep questions though. Physiological, philosophical. There we go. Physiological, philosophical stuff right here. But yeah, it's not exactly the same, is it? It's not like his cells have just changed. Well, I guess it kind of is like his cells have just changed, but not in the case of like humans. I do always like the saying, you guys probably hear me say this a lot if you watch my videos, of you're always a different person. Tomorrow you're a different person than you are today. You might have a certain view of things and support certain kind of things now that you might not in 10 years' time. And I think that's absolutely fine. Some people would be like, oh, I can't believe you supported this political party once and now you're on this side, but that's just normal human evolution, as an example. You shouldn't ever reprimand someone for changing their mind. You shouldn't ever hold it against someone if they've changed their opinion on someone. If anything, that's something that should be praised. It's a powerful thing actually to change your opinion, because some people are very much stuck in the way that they are. I think they're perfect and their opinion is 100% correct, and especially with anime fandom, it's like my anime rating is the only correct one. My score is the only correct one. I wouldn't bother listening to anyone else. And that's just stupidity. That's almost like the definition of stupidity. Because we're guys. But women have other things to deal with which are much worse. I also really like the end scene before the final scene last week with them. I think they're at Shiki's place, just having a chill time, about to eat. I really like that scene. There's something in that fucking. It's a pretty classic horror shot nowadays of like something happening in the background. I mean, they focused on that a bit here, but was there something in that? I feel like Hikaru probably would have realised, but the way they were lingering on that, the way they were lingering on that, what's it called, curtain, a bit suspicious. Oh shit. Who does this guy know he is amidst the enemy? The LGBT folk. And very little did he know. No suspicion whatsoever. Oh wow, that's a beautiful moth, isn't it? Oh, you got one long neck. It's a beautiful moth. Ultra funjoyable. That's a cool word. Funjoyable. That is one huge melon. Damn. I usually feel like the smaller watermelons are my favourite ones. They feel more kind of compact and juicy. Like this. This is a thing that keeps Hikaru alive. This is like a memory of him that still exists. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, Hikaru is still alive in a sense, because we won't forget this. Sad and depressing as it is now. Shiny. Shiny charm thing up there. Ah, fucking hell, looks exactly like his dad, doesn't he? I thought that might be crusty for a different reason though. Yeah, don't touch that. So what was that? I mean, it was in Japanese, so not really most helpful. Ichi, the Indos roll. So who are the Indos? A family, I assume. The Indos roll. So I'm gonna take a stab in the dark here and assume that's talking about the blonde guy and his family. Again, I'm not familiar. Sure. I love that scene in the opening of him doing that. Anime somehow, I mean, that kind of reminds me of those kind of light dances people do at like idol shows. Somehow anime manages to make that look really cool. It's all a bit blurry with Hikaru, isn't it? Purposefully, for sure. So what do you guys make of that? I think it could be interpreted as he shines so brightly and is so kind of pure. Well, maybe pure is the wrong word, but kind of innocent, and he's like a newborn in that kind of sense. I also did want to look. He's got a kind of manga t-shirt on here. I wonder what that's of. But yeah, like I think it's definitely. It might just be because of logically, if this photo is being taken, he might be blurry because of the very shiny lights next to him. But I also feel like that's a bit of like a hazy memory of Hikaru. We saw earlier what I said about like the memories keeping people alive. We saw earlier that Shiki kind of went to his room, saw the memory clear as day. But these memories that they're capturing right now is actually again just like he's a bit blurry. That's not actually like Hikaru. That's like a kind of image of him. It's got blur to it. It's not kind of imperfect condition as we saw with the memory that Shiki had of the actual Hikaru. I'm quite proud of myself for that one. I think I might be spot on with that actually. Although again, it could just be the case that logically they would be blurry. Probably a bit of both. We'll come to a conclusion. A bit of both. But yeah, I feel like that fits pretty well, doesn't it? Like a blur. Like we'll look back at this in the future and look back at this kind of blurry memory because was it really him? Was it a memory you can trust that you made with him? And I like the little details like that. They had a lot. There's probably plenty I miss out on with stuff like that. So always appreciate if you guys notice anything like that or any of your kind of interpretations. That's the good thing with stuff like this. There probably isn't a set kind of. There might be a set reason, but it's kind of like a Lynch, David Lynch movie. You can have your own interpretation, and whatever interpretation that is right because it's yours. So I can't remember. Was this the clairvoyant girl? You can kind of sense stuff. Might be in Hikaru's best intentions to get rid of her, honestly. Maybe not just yet, but eventually. We haven't seen him kill anyone in a long time. It's kind of building the anticipation towards that. Who's next? Who's next to kind of get in the way of Hikaru's fun life. Mm. And Joe, I like that as well. The two kind of shadows. Is she gonna say that you're not acting normal? Ah, no. I brought it up. Oh no. That look. It was growing. The tension, it was growing at who's going to die next. Who's next to intrude on Hikaru's kind of perfect symbiosis, we'll call it. And now we got a fucking flashback. That doesn't bode well either. Let's hope. I don't think she's actually going to die here. I think she's got more to offer us. Don't know why they'd introduce like a clairvoyant kind of character if she is to die here. Say clairvoyant, that's the only kind of word I have that even somewhat resembles whatever this sense is. Rebirth. How do they come back? Like, what do they come back as? They come back as like yokai, kind of spirits, ghosts. I always kind of took it as, obviously not in real life because I don't believe in ghosts in real life, but if they were to come back, not everyone comes back as a ghost. It's only like unrested spirits and spirits that have kind of things to still deal with in the world, so they come back as ghosts to kind of do whatever. Oh wow, it helped. Abunai still hit her. That was clearly a good one. Well, this goes with our thoughts of Hikari, doesn't it? Still not really sure how to take him. I mean, he obviously he's killed an old woman, so he's not. So yeah, she was fine. Sorry, but just to pause on that, like, yeah, I mean, like he's done wrong things. I mean, I don't know if you'd say taking over Hikaru was wrong. Hikaru asked him to, and like I don't think you can say that was wrong or right. He obviously killed that crazy woman, or crazy. I mean, she was talking a lot of sense actually. But what would usually be the crazy old lady in your classic horror movie, the he's got a death curse in the the Friday the 13th type of character. Yeah, I mean he killed her, obviously wrong. Shouldn't be killing anyone. Shouldn't be doing that. But he's also helped Shiki with kind of dealing with and his family trying to deal with the wig ghost and stuff. So it's pretty difficult to kind of place it. I mean, it's not just yeah, it's pretty ethically kind of questionable, isn't it? Obviously, the killing of a person stands out a lot. Is like a wrong, but as a newborn and like as a will to survive and such, like the will to survive is powerful. I always bring up the story about someone who wanted to off themselves and chuck themselves off a bridge, but they survived with broken ribs and a broken arm, and their survival instinct kicked in to make them swim to the shore and survive after jumping off a bridge. Like that's just like a powerful example right there. we'll see how he handles this situation. I think this will be a good indicator. But as we all know, things are a lot harder and more complicated and good or bad, aren't they? In everything. I appreciate she's got the balls to do this as well, by the way. Good timing, bro. I don't think that was gonna end well, was it? Again, I think that's just instinct kicking in there, survival instinct. I think it might be I mean, it's especially strong in humans, but maybe even more so, especially strong in whatever this entity is. He was gonna kill her, is what I assume. Very disappointing to see this, honestly. Yeah. He was gonna kill her. I guess, yeah, I guess his kind of. Sorry to pause again, but like that's a really interesting thing because I guess his kind of definition of death and such is kind of skewed. One, because of the way he kind of took over Hikaru's life, like he died, and that was actually like a good thing. That was a good thing for this entity that Hikaru kind of died because it means that he could experience all this stuff, and like he sees death as a good thing. But also in that kind of case of him being whatever it is, like a spirit mountain yokai god thing, whatever, he was dead, and like he's kind of gone. Again, I'm not sure if this is really the case, but he was maybe a person before, then died, come back as a yokai mountain spirit, then come back to life again, and will probably inevitably turn back into like a spirit yokai thing. So it is just very kind of it's not a big thing to him, as we see here. He was just very ready to kill her there, and again, it's almost disappointing. I don't know. I mean, I think we all hope that he wouldn't have done that, but it makes sense that he would have. But I really wanted to see him not do that, because that would have been a huge indicator of it. Like there is maybe something we like a relationship we can have here. Like this is just another indicator of a red flag, big red flag, to say the least. Like I said, he's got an interesting perspective of that, hasn't he? Very different perspective, one that us humans, as we are as a living kind of human, can't ever actually really relate to. That is. You sure fucking did. He was eradicated. Damn, bro really puked at the thought of that. That is quite the powerful image from Hikaru's perspective, isn't it? Him throwing up at your actions like that. Yeah, yeah, kind of. But she's still been playing along with it. Like, she's known, which is an interesting thing as well, isn't it? She's only just spoken up. She must have known about this. Yeah, she's known about this for a long time. She just went along with it as well. Hmm. Makes sense. Wonder why she decided to speak up to him about it now. Fuck off. You can't be acting like that after you try to kill her. Fucking safe. Anything but safe right here. You're literally a monster. But you're also literally a kid as well, so it's as evident by him fucking saying that. If I was cheeky, I'd be pissed if he said that though. Yeah, that's the least of it. Fucking shot the barge. Maybe we need to get another fight like they had when they were kids. You fucked up. This should be, as I did say, that was a powerful image of him throwing up there. So I feel like he's going to take this well. Like, he might not initially take it well, but like this, like him questioning this, him asking the questions of like what's right and wrong and death and life. Like, this is good. Sayonara. Okay, awesome fucking episodes today. Awesome episode in my opinion. I like this one a lot. Again, I love how character driven it is. Or is that Hikaru? Is that him speaking? Oh, I love the ending there as well. Love the effort they put into that. And even so, he's here. Even so, he's here for you. Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure if I should be surprised, but I am feeling a little bit surprised that Shiki's there for him. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, his feelings and such, I guess that makes sense. But that's also quite powerful, I think, for Hikaru, isn't it? Even after all this, after I imagine Hikaru feels like absolute shit, as he should. Um, he's still here for you. He's still waiting out the front door. So I love that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I do just want to actually rewatch this scene again. There's a lot more going on here than I even fathom, I think. Especially visually. Can't hurt to listen to the end of the song again as well. So do you reckon that's like Hikaru's soul? Or his own? Form might change, but yeah. Damn. I love that. It reminds me of one thing my friend said to me once about seeing me kind of really happy looking up at I can't remember what festival it was, but at like a festival I was like super excited to see a band, and they kind of depicted what they saw kind of a little bit like this scene here. So his kind of beautiful sky of souls kind of goes alongside the look that Shiki, the look of wonder and amazement Shiki had towards those fireworks that night. So his kind of firework, beautiful scene of souls was. I could be talking absolute rubbish here, but Hikaru's kind of beautiful scene of kind of souls making fireworks, beautiful fireworks. I think there is something of like that life is so beautiful, like those kind of fireworks in the sky like that shining, and that beautiful image to Hikaru is the look in Shiki's eyes when he was a kid looking at them. Maybe I'm just putting words in the mouth of the show here, but yeah, I like that. I think that is the case, yeah. The colour of like his soul there, like yeah, he's just appreciating that beautiful sight. And then like this is really interesting. It's like an infested leech like hand, like trying to leech off. And that kind of that makes sense, kind of leeching off Hikaru's body literally here. To even get close and to even get like a touch or a sight of that kind of beautiful soul and that beautiful kind of thing that we saw in his eyes then. As I said, there's probably even more going on than I'm even trying to find out here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Again, another really awesome episode. I think this is a case of like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like The Exorcist in a way, of when you go into The Exorcist. It might be similar for people with this show. When you go into The Exorcist, you expect like some absurd horror for the whole runtime, crazy moments, and it's got a lot of crazy moments in. But essentially, it is a character piece, and it is very character focused and story focused on those characters. And this feels very much the same of that. Like people might have expected some kind of crazy horror every episode, whereas it's actually much more. And that's why Exorcist is so effective, because it's absolutely fantastic with what it does. And I feel like this is very similar. Of like, yes, it's got some horror elements in here and such, but the actual kind of it's actually the story and the characters that really kind of stand out and are really the kind of drawing point to this. Yes, there's some shocking stuff here and there, but yeah, really like this episode. Again, some really nice times for the most part. I loved the kind of backstory of the firework night, especially playing into the ending there. I think that was really well done. A little bit of setup with whatever the hell this is, the Indo's role, Hitchy or whatever. But yeah, I appreciate the balls on that girl as well. I love that little backstory we got of her and her powers. Very lucky to survive. And yeah, just a crazy end to the episode there. Absolutely loved it. Let me know what you guys thought about this down in the comment section though. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys did like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next week with episode 7.